track number 3, Kevin Gilday and the Glasgow Cross, track by track, the new album, Pure Concrete. So track number 3 is A Sensitive Man, which was our first single from the album, which kind of came out, preceded the album. And yeah, it done really well. I think it's our most listened to track on Spotify and all that kind of stuff. And we kind of pushed it a bit, and it seemed to get some good reviews and some good traction. It was track of the week a few places, made us artist of the week with the Scotsman, and people seemed to really connect with it. It seemed to be our big kind of I don't want to say hit single because let's not go too far, do you know what I mean? But we were happy to get a bit of radio play and for people to kind of be like, oh yeah, that's a tune, and stick it on their playlists and share it with their friends.
Sorry, was that a wee gap for me to come in and say something? Yeah.
It's just the professional way to do it, Ralph.
I also really like the tune. Sorry.
Yeah, I think that it was. I think the riff was about before lots of things, wasn't it? It was just the actual riff itself, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was just the main sort of guitar riff over and over again in a demo.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, I think this is one of these things. I've got like a sort of big list of like demos and stuff, and it's just a bit of a free for all for Kevin to mine and see if there's any ideas that come out that kind of that he would maybe connect a set of lyrics that he's got, or just any sort of tune that you would like that you could imagine kind of putting lyrics or vocals on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was literally just that riff, wasn't it? Because I think we almost, I mean, to be honest, the chorus isn't that complicated, and it kind of, I think once you pick that as a song to develop, the chorus kind of wrote itself in a way, like it wasn't that hard to, but yeah, it's kind of built around that kind of very solid, like one chord. There's just a sort of quite insistent riff, kind of goes through it. Which again, I'm sort of doing studio stuff, but this is my guitar for writing decent riffs on. This is my Telecaster that I bought on eBay years ago, and it is just like a really lovely guitar to play. And I've got a Fender amp over there, and I think it's just one of those ones where, like, as soon as there was a bit of grit in it and like a little bit of distortion, and you just got that sound that just, it felt like one of those kind of riffs that you could kind of play over and over and over again. So
yeah, I think that because at first we did just loop it, I was like, can you just play that over and over and over again while I work out the rhythm and what I want to say? And the lyrics kind of weirdly pre-existed everything.
Oh, really? I didn't know that actually. Like,
A Sensitive Man is in this book here, Gigantic Lion Mouth, and it's much longer. So I think there's 3 verses in the finished song.
Yeah.
There is 6 in the poem. So it was definitely something that it was the confluence of, here's a cool riff, I love it, here's this poem that I've got that I've been wanting to use, and the 2 things just kind of came together, and I thought, well, here we go. And then it's just finding out, is there a way of making it more of a song structure? And we just kind of stumbled across that chorus and just went from there, basically. But it is a simple song, you know, in terms of the actual construction of it, but the execution and the kind of concept of it, I think are quite complex things.
Yeah, I think, I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, it's kind of simple in as much as it's kind of verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, and it just kind of builds as the tune goes along.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like kind of and some extra noises and some guitars and some synths just to build up to that, to build up to the thing. But I think what's kind of nice about it for me is that there's I think especially in the verses is that nice little connect where you space out the delivery so that just like the words hit certain notes, and it's just got this kind of emphasis that does make it feel as if I think that's why I was kind of surprised when you said it was kind of pre-written, because it does sound like it was written to hit notes during the But that's what the snappy accents, I guess.
Yeah, I edited it to do certain things, but I think that if someone's got that book or you want to order it, the source material, you'd read it and go, oh, I see where this is coming from, but then it's been shaped into something else to fit this place in this song. And we should also definitely mention the contribution on the drums.
Definitely. I mean, this is definitely one of those ones where I think for the most part we use electronic drums in the studio. So we've got like a little sort of electronic drum kit which we program all our drums into, and it gives us a nice little sort of kind of skeleton track to work with. But quite often those electronic drums make their way to the final versions. But for this, there's just everything about it just needed a real drummer to come in and just give it a bit of that sort of vibrancy that you can't get from electronic drums. And yeah, so Shane Connolly, who I've been in sort of bands with over the years, he came into the studio and recorded some drums, and yeah, he's got such an amazing feel for tracks. It's like, it just generally just a sort of a kind of a few takes just to get into a track that he's kind of never really heard before, but he just seems to get the feel really, really quickly. And there's just this lovely sort of driving consistency to the drums as well. It's just
great. It was amazing to watch because we did just kind of tell him what we wanted, what we'd like it to sound like. And then he used that to inform what he did, which was something completely different. But it's the propulsion of it, like right from the start, as soon as they come in and they start pushing that track forward. And then when it syncs up with the guitar and then it syncs up with the vocal and it's all just pushing in that one direction. And it's just, I think it's a really electric track, and it's really, I think it's probably one of our most accessible pieces of music in terms of it's not out of place on the radio. When it's been played on the radio, I've been like, yeah, cool. Like it could be a kind of drive time kind of, indie hit.
That would be lovely.
Yeah, I mean, I would quite like that. I'd enjoy it.
There's a space in every album for a drive time indie hit.
Yeah, definitely. And lyrically, I feel like although it was something I'd written before, it felt like it was kind of in line with what was being talked about on the album, in terms of masculinity and in terms of what that means in a kind of modern urban setting and what the expectations are. There's a lot in the album about expectations and how we're expected to act in different situations, and obviously Sensitive Man deals with how you're supposed to act as a man in the modern world, and kind of who gets to decide that, who gets to define these things, who gets to say that this is the correct behaviour, this is the correct mode of response. So yeah, it was really good to take quite a serious subject like that and then split it apart and just come at it from a completely different direction. And actually, like some of the lyrics I'm really quite proud of, because I think some of them are quite funny as well as being a bit dark and a bit tragic and a bit kind of grief-ridden at times. But some of it is just generally, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a really good line. Like, it's got a super tight rhyming scheme that I was just like, okay, this is what we're doing, like, and just maintaining it throughout. And yeah, I remember it being quite hard to record in the studio because it has an almost kind of hip hop cadence at some points, you know. It's like some of the lyrics are delivered so fast it feels like what felt to me like I was rapping. I'm sure rappers would say that you're supposed to go much faster, but it was definitely, I was like, geez, here's a spoken word piece, but delivered at speed. And I think because of that, we maybe moved a few words out of it. I think there was one line that wasn't quite landing until we took a word out, and then it just fell like exactly flush on the bar. And yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out.
Yeah, I guess the last thing to mention is that ideally we would have had a nice video to accompany this.
Yeah, yep.
Due to some virus restrictions, we never got the video made before we
Yeah, we will make a video for it when people are allowed to make videos again, whenever that is. But yeah, we were supposed to make a video for it. It got cancelled because of the weather. And then we were like, cool, we'll do it next month. And now then we can't do anything. We just can't do anything anymore. So we'll definitely get around to that. Even though the single's already been out, I feel like the video sounded so cool, and it'd be great to have a video for it to stick up online for other people to come in and hear the song for the first time in that context of seeing the video. I think would be very cool. Yeah. Okay. So this is track number 3, and this is A Sensitive Man.
Slow moving, like a David Attenborough narration. Only got one life, so I take my time. It's no laughing matter, creating the sublime. So many allowed days to drift in a haze of indecision. Chronic victims of the human condition, but not me. My brow furrows in effort of humorless self-importance, a featureless desert. I'm a sensitive man, I'm a sensitive man, I'm a sensitive man. What's to do? I'm a weak man, couldn't find robust in the dictionary. Go for a night out, wake up, dying of dysentery. This body is a vessel, unfortunately it's the Mary Celeste. Frankly I'm a functioning depressive, hashtag blessed. My strength didn't desert me, it just never arrived. Musical chairs in hospital waiting rooms, hoping sleep deprived. Came out there already still breathing, so I suppose I should be grateful. But living a life of happiness in this world just seems distasteful. I'm a sensitive man, I'm a sensitive man, I'm a sensitive man. What's to do? I'm a sensitive man, I absorb, never deflect. My walls papier-mâché, my motor unkempt. Feel every emotion acutely with no choice in the matter. Chronically unhealthy like half a pizza and butter. Ignore 1,000 compliments, take one criticism to heart. If I've learned one lesson in this life, it's things fall apart. Open like a border, words wound me daily. If there's a reason for this malady, could someone please avail me? I'm a sensitive man, I'm a sensitive man, I'm a sensitive